Alright, starting. Alright, Diana, how are you today?
Good, yourself?
Good, good. Alright, so today we can talk about 5 minutes or so, or a little bit longer if you want, about anything that you have concerns about.
Okay.
Alright?
College.
College.
Yes. I'm still not sure if I want to go to ELAC
Mm-hmm.
or if I want to go physically to school or online schooling.
Oh,
But I was
okay.
wondering like if it's online or if it's an online school, like does financial aid and all that still help out?
Depending on which college you go to. Yes, if it's usually one of the junior colleges, community colleges, yeah, you would still, because you're still signing up for their classes,
Yeah.
which you get credit for, you would be able to apply for financial aid.
And that's only for the associates, like
Uh-huh.
bachelor's, I go.
Associates for both,
And remember we were talking about like for children with disabilities?
Yes.
Is that your AS?
You could get your AS if you want to specialize and major in that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because that's for the job that I went for, the
Yes.
behavior interventionist.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking I was telling her that I was gonna go to school.
Yes.
And she's like, oh, it's always good to further your education, but I was like, she asked me, I wasn't sure if it was of a associates of arts or science.
Okay.
So I was
okay.
thinking if it's science, but remember, it's in like special needs, working with the brain and all, so
Yes.
that would be science, right?
Most likely it'll be science because you have to learn about psychology and the way the way children learn and the way the brain develops, especially if you're going to be working with children, different ages. Yeah, even from K through 12, because we all go through different developmental stages
Yeah.
as we get older, even high school students. So yeah, so you probably, because if you get it in a major in associates in science, you're gonna have to take a couple psychology classes. So yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking of like going straight to college, but with the pharmacy. Excuse me. I don't know if I'll have the time, but I'm thinking of maybe asking if I could go from 11
Okay.
to and on, or 12.
For 11 to 12 for.
To work.
Okay.
And then go to school in the morning.
Okay.
And
yes.
maybe like if I get off at 5, take
Uh-huh.
like a class from 6 to 10.
Okay.
Because what I was telling Erin, my plan was work, save up those paychecks, and I have a caregiver too.
Right.
So I could do that. I could work on weekends, and that money for me, for whatever my expenses and all that, and whatever I get for the pharmacy to work towards a car.
Right.
Because I mean, to me, I know like my goal mainly is get my car.
Yes.
Not making any personal goals of
Uh-huh.
losing weight. I think that's just gonna go with time because
Right.
I set it in my head, and then I have so many things to do. I think with a car, I'm gonna make it better. So,
Right. Yes.
you know, I don't know. So I don't know if I wanna go to school right away,
Uh-huh.
wait a little, or because I'm thinking of doing at least 6 months to a year experience.
Mm-hmm.
But you know how like if I apply online, it says how many years do you have. You can't put
Yes.
6 months.
Right.
So I'm
yes.
thinking of putting like working at least a year
Okay.
and just saving.
Right.
Because
Okay.
like I want to get a house,
Oh, good.
but my mom wants one, but I told her down here because everything's too expensive here.
Right. Yes.
So I'm thinking of saving for
Okay.
anything in the
Yeah.
future.
So you have several things that you're thinking about?
Yeah.
Going to college, but online classes at first?
If I
Working?
could do both,
Oh, yeah?
yeah, I would.
Working?
Is that something you can do?
What?
Because a friend of mine went to ELAC and Pasadena,
Yes.
so you can
Oh,
go
yeah.
to 2 different colleges.
Yeah. Yep. You can go through 2 different colleges. Depending on which colleges you go to, for example, if you go to Pasadena, it's like a separate, I guess, college system, so you would have to register there. But
Yeah.
if, for example, you go to ELAC, LACC, LA Trade Tech, those are kind of connected networks, so you
Yeah.
kind of go through the same registers, same online service where you register for classes. You just select the correct college,
Yeah.
and then you can go to there. But if you go to Pasadena City College, you can definitely enroll at the same time.
But where would
Yeah.
I get like the certificate from?
You could do a combination of, which classes you need for your AS, for example,
Yeah.
and make sure that if you could, maybe if they're available at ELAC, you take some there, and make sure that the ones you select from Pasadena City College are also part of the AS
Yeah.
requirements. So some people do that because they can finish faster. They do.
So it's doable.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it's just the units that matter? As long as it's 60 units?
No, but it's the units, but also it's the classes that you're going to take.
Yeah.
You have to take the ones that are required for the major.
Yeah.
Because you can take photography, for
Yeah.
example, but
That's
it's
has
going
to do with science,
right,
yeah.
and it's not. You can take it, you can learn, but it won't count towards your AS that you want to complete.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing,
Yes.
or if I could do both. But I like from the first time that I went to college, no idea, just took electives, kickboxing and like the fitness class.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't want to.
Yes.
I don't want to just go waste my time and then waste money in classes I don't need, or you know, I'm just wasting time. At my age, I shouldn't be wasting time.
Uh huh. Yeah.
So that's something thinking now that we talked about. I think
Uh-huh.
a lot of us want to do our AS.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking go to a counselor and get my classes in, and whatever class I don't get, try Pasadena or online.
Okay.
Because I know
Okay.
there's the ELAC in
Yes.
Southgate,
Uh huh.
and I don't know if I could just go there too. I don't know with the
Yeah.
pharmacy. I feel like it'll
Right.
take some time.
Yeah, yeah. But I think it sounds like a good plan that you
Yeah.
want to work a few hours and in between fit in college courses.
Yeah.
Because that way, I think you mentioned something about you didn't know whether you should wait or
Mhm.
not. But sometimes the plan that you have seems to be good because you're going to be doing more than two things at once,
Yeah.
really.
Or I'm thinking of like
Working?
child development.
Yeah, working and then going to school,
Yeah.
working towards your child development program, okay, classes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was thinking like if I were to get CNA, would that change my title in caregiving?
You would become a CNA. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's more specialized
Mhm.
and a lot of other positions that you may find, sometimes they want somebody with additional training, right?
Okay.
Because CNA it's additional training. And you
Yeah.
have a little bit more into medical, right? How to take care of patients a little bit more hands-on.
Yeah.
So it may open up the doors too, more opportunities for you to work in different caregiving situations.
Yeah. Because like
Or
my
even in hospitals, clinics.
Yeah. I just like I'm the kind of person that I kind of set my mind as I want to work Monday through Friday. I want a schedule, and I know it's not always like you get to choose, but I definitely feel like you know what, we live once. I feel like I should make like if I want to work this, like I want to work these days, I should be able to
Right.
work those days and like go to school because it's like I learned this from one job where a lot of women that worked with me, they were born here.
Uh-huh.
So they had to go every day, Monday through Sunday. And if you didn't want to go, if you like were gonna take a day off, like your day off, you have to write a letter as to why.
Really?
And I learned to appreciate that job. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like it's the people, like they don't get to spend holidays with their families. Overtime, they weren't paying us overtime.
Mhm.
I noticed that till after, because I was young,
Yeah.
so I didn't know until like I looked at it later, because I have all my pay stubs saved,
Right. Uh-huh.
like in the back from all my jobs, and I was seeing like they didn't pay me, they paid me this regular, you know. So from there I learned like I don't want to work and miss like work like 24/7, not have time for anything.
Right.
So I kind of feel like you have to obey that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Work the schedule you want, the job you want,
Mm-hmm.
and get the days off you want, you know.
Yes.
So I'm
But,
kinda-
no, which is good, right?
Yeah.
That's what you want. But do you think you'll be able to do that initially?
Not
Or
right
is that,
now.
Is that okay?
Now, when I'm older, right now, because I know I have to get school, I have responsibilities like get a card and then it comes to license and then all these things,
Yes.
all this
Uh-huh.
money. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but I do want to stabilize like that.
Mhm.
As I go,
Okay.
get the big things. I know it's gonna be stressful.
Right.
It's supposed to be stressful, so I'm not complaining about
Uh-huh.
that.
Uh-huh.
But I think now, like being older, I definitely get
Yeah.
like the big picture.
Right, yeah. So it seems like you know that in the beginning, during the next year or two, you're gonna have to make a sacrifice.
Yeah, it's gonna be stressful and all that, but I mean, hey, that's what it's all about, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I honestly like I feel like I've spent a lot of like what this is like graduated like 17 to now. It's been a long time.
You think it's been a long time?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and I feel like life is just passing us by.
Yes.
Honestly, like I feel like we need to start going to school and because I mean and then nowadays with the president and all that, you can't really do much. So
Mhm.
I'm kind of excited for it. I really don't know what I want to do yet.
Uh-huh.
I don't
Yes.
know like work with children. But I like the pharmacy.
Yes.
From
Uh-huh.
from when I started off, I didn't like Walgreens, I like this one. I like the people, the environment. We get to play music. We get to do all those things.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm in charge. I'm kind of the one in charge of
You're
it.
the DJ?
Interesting. I'm new and I'm the one in charge.
Mhm.
But
It seems to me that you're usually in charge wherever you go.
yeah.
Have you? What do you think?
I've been told. Yeah.
You've been told.
Yeah. What did Because remember we were reading our horoscope, our traits yesterday. But I was reading and then I was like, yeah, that is you. That sounds just like you.
Yeah.
A lot of people tell me.
So what do you think those traits are that you have that kind of make you stand out?
Trait wise, I don't know. I wouldn't say I have a big ego because I play around a lot.
Uh-huh.
I always joke with things like to make people feel better and
Yeah.
all that. So I definitely don't see it as like I have a big ego.
You think you? Oh, you don't
No,
see it as
some
okay.
people will take it like, oh, she has a big ego, you know. But I don't. I think it's just like I like to make people laugh and joke with myself.
Uh-huh.
But caring,
Caring,
loyal,
yes. Loyal,
trustworthy.
trustworthy.
I guess you would say center of attention in the sense that like I'm always like out there,
Yeah.
outgoing.
Yes,
I'm outgoing. I think
Okay.
so.
Okay.
I don't know. I've been told down to earth, but I don't understand the meaning of that.
Down to earth.
Yeah.
It means that you're humble.
Oh, okay.
That's sort of what it means.
Oh, that was like friendly. Oh, but
Yeah. I mean, it can be. Yes, because sometimes you see people that are not approachable.
yeah. Oh,
You're
yeah.
very approachable,
Yeah.
right? You reach out to people, and there are other people that you kind of get the sense that you don't feel
Yeah.
comfortable going to them.
Yeah.
That's what down to earth is. Being down to earth. Uh-huh.
That's why I asked the guy that came.
The guy that walked in a little bit ago?
Yeah, I don't know his name.
William.
Yeah, William. I asked him when I picked it because he opened the elevator for us. He's like, "Do you guys have a key?" And Carl's like, "No." He's like, "Here." So he opened it for us.
Oh, that's nice.
So I was just like, he deserves some
Yes,
pizza.
yeah.
And I was gonna ask him.
Yes.
But
And I don't know if you realize, but sometimes the abilities that you have, not everybody has them. Like, how many people have you seen in the classroom that are able to take charge of a room? Do you,
Not much.
do you feel that you can take charge of a room? You
Yeah.
can command
Yeah.
the room
And
your
as
ability?
like people tell me these things, and like I've gotten older, I realized that when people ask you at jobs, what are your strengths?
Yes.
I'm like I could easily just say it.
Yes.
Before I would think, I'm like, what is it?
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah, and see the things that you were telling me. You're approachable. You're what else did you say?
Caring, loyal,
loyal, trustworthy. And I think also in all of them, and these are good to know for you for job interviews,
Yeah.
for resumes. When they ask you, what are your strengths, or how would you describe yourself? And also, I think I don't know if you have ever thought about this one, but leadership qualities.
Yeah.
Sort of,
Somebody told
you
me I should be a
encompass that.
manager.
Yes.
At Job Corps, he's like, you when you get a job, become a manager. He's like, because you know how to work with people and all that.
Mhm.
But I've never seen myself. And you said I was good with teaching.
Yes.
When it came to like the whole
Uh-huh.
math.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I would-
And sometimes I think with your abilities and your personality, I don't know if you realize it, but you gradually move on to taking on leadership and responsibilities.
Yeah.
Because number one, you like to learn, you like to move around, you don't like to just do one thing, right?
It's like in the pharmacy.
And you get along with people,
Yeah.
right? So it's sometimes for you, maybe it's not going to be the type where you're going to work towards striving to be management material.
Yeah.
Or maybe what you do and the things you say and the way you handle yourself in an environment,
Mhm.
it kind of leads people to think, oh, like for example, if I asked here, class, I said, who wants to give a speech? Guess who everybody would say?
Diana.
Diana.
Yeah.
So it's not like you haven't gone out of your way to show to everybody that you're a leader.
Yeah.
It's just that everybody already
See.
senses it and
Yeah.
knows it, right?
Because I didn't realize that till when I was at Job Corps, I would go help everybody
Yeah.
with like an Excel. The teacher
Uh-huh.
was sitting down. She was like, "Yeah, turn on the computer," and then it was like we could touch the board
Yes.
and click
It's fun.
things. Yeah, and she was like, "Yeah, you can teach them." So I helped everybody, and then when they took their specialist test, I went in there with them.
Yes.
So at Job Corps is where I started noticing like
Uh-huh.
I'm really good with people.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
I've always been like friendly, but like helping, teaching, like I don't mind it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Maybe I should be a teacher.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I don't know. I'm still thinking about it.
But the fact that you want to pursue your your AS or AA, whatever you do,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's important that you realize that you need to, and you do, that you need to keep going.
Yeah.
Because the decision you will make maybe later, what you decide to major in, once you maybe are exposed to doing other types of jobs, and then later, maybe in a year or two, you really know what it is that you want to pursue.
Yeah. And I think being in college is what's going to help.
Oh yeah.
Where I'm gonna start, because I see my brother. I think he now wants to do business.
Oh, uh-huh.
I had no idea. He wanted to do psychology.
Yes.
And then he started when he went to like a business class. He liked the whole aspect. Now he's a manager at Metro PCS. He's 23, a year younger than me.
Really?
Yeah, because he and I are very alike. We're both Leos, and if you were to see me, he has the same. He's a people person.
Okay.
Leadership, it's all like. That's how I know we're very much alike.
Yeah.
But he became a manager.
Wow.
So I'm
That's
still
fast.
thinking like him, like as they're going, I think we discover what we want to do.
Mhm,
And I
mhm.
could be even 70, I'm barely.
Yeah.
A teacher at Job Corps told me if she would have figured this out earlier in life, she would have been
Mhm.
researching for people.
Oh.
She loves researching. That's her
Right.
thing. That's
Yeah.
her go-to. Like she would research every day, all day if
Right.
you would have put her
Yeah.
to it. So I hope I realized that early in life. Well,
Yeah.
before 30,
Yes.
because
Uh-huh.
it's can you
Yeah.
imagine
Yeah.
be working a job. I don't like that.
Yeah. But you're taking already the steps towards eventually getting the final role that
Yeah.
you want. Yes.
I don't like not having a plan.
Mhm.
I freak out, like I overthink everything. So, like with this job that I went to, I don't feel, like after a while I didn't feel her vibe. So I'm kind of like, maybe I won't get it.
Okay.
Yeah, because at first we were like getting along, but I think because I was nervous, I didn't know how to word it.
Okay.
Because she told me, she tried out my Spanish,
Uh-huh.
and she said that I was bilingual, but not fluent in Spanish.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I guess I wasn't able to say what she wanted me to say. Like,
Right.
I couldn't put in a sentence. So I was nervous. And I think after that, it was kind of like, oh, okay. She just went like this, like, okay, like, well, do you have any questions?
Okay.
And she
Yeah.
she told me everything we were going to go through.
Mhm.
And even like availability and like all these things. She wasn't telling me what the company was about. She didn't really explain that to me.
Right.
So it was just she asked me questions and like role play.
Uh-huh.
And then that's it.
Yeah, but it's interesting that as of now, you don't know yet if you got the job or not, but you kind of got a sense that
Yeah.
possibly not. But that idea has still stayed in you. Special education?
Yeah.
More than before.
Yeah.
Because I know you were already thinking about that prior.
Yeah.
But it seems like it's still there.
I want to work at a school.
Yes.
Where the elementary I used to go to,
Mhm.
I'm thinking of that school.
Yeah, well, they need a lot of teachers.
I
special
called
ed
and they
teachers.
said no. Well, I even said like, oh, do you guys need any TAs working with children with disabilities? They're like, oh, right now we don't have any openings. So I was like, maybe I could volunteer like 3 hours, 2-3 hours in the morning,
Mhm.
and then get my child development and then get in
Yes.
eventually.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
For now, maybe they said no, but definitely you're not the kind of person that's going to just give up
Yeah.
and walk away. So
At
keep
first, I'll
checking.
think about it. I'll be like, man, I'll be sad about it, but then I have a next plan.
Uh-huh.
I always feel like I have a plan, which is interesting.
Yes. Uh-huh.
You know,